King of Sports, New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to New Japan Strong. We are so excited to bring to you a brand new tournament. Lions Break Crown gets underway. 8 hopefuls will seek victory and immortality. I brought TJP up here because not only did he compete in the 2004 Young Lion Cup, but he has had the opportunity to team with and knows one of the pre-tournament favorites, Clark Connors, very well. Is Clark your favorite as he has been, kind of recognized kind of universally? It seems to be his tournament to win.
Yeah, I obviously there's going to be a little bit of bias there, and selfishly I would like to say Clark is the favorite. And I think that home field advantage is a real thing. He knows this ring, he knows this style, and he has experience in this position, especially being part of the recent dojo class. But there's 7 other guys in there. They all want the same thing, and I know what it's like having been in those shoes. And experience plays a factor, but once you get in the ring and the bell rings, the stage is anybody's to win. So, everybody vying for the same thing, you don't know until you're in there.
Well, we will find out what happens because the tournament's first round will take up the entire broadcast here this week. The semifinals next week, and in 2 weeks, we'll crown the first ever Lions Break Crown winner. TJP, I want to thank you. I know you'll be watching this tournament. Let's get the first round underway. Here we go on New Japan Strong. He's going to have to do everything he can to stand out. That's what these athletes are looking for.
Oh my God!
Jesus.
Oh my God!
He is intense. The DKC. Clark Connors is there to shut you down.
Would you look at that? He's a savage.
This close to ushering in the dawn of the golden era.
Incredible.
Hey, Limelight, I got this song, baby.
You can see the fire and the passion.
Down in deep trouble.
Oh,
Got him.
Adrian Quest finally hits that.
Crown will look to capitalize. That is so innovative.
Blake Christian is all heart, never give up.
Here we go.
第1試合ライオンズブレイククラウントーナメント1回戦時間無制限一本勝負を行います。
Man, I dig that entrance video.
I love it. I'm pumped. I'm so pumped. The DKC in the house. Can you feel the energy?
DKC.
青コーナー172センチ70キロ
I want to see some of those karate chops later on.
The DKC!
All right, so what are they playing for here in Lions Break Crown? It is a tournament where I think the future would be more defined for the tournament's winner. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. If you just look at the history of TJP, for example. 2004 Lions Cup winner. Look at where his career has taken him.
So, and Logan Riegel would be the opponent of the DKC. For Logan Riegel, of course, all of his acclaim and glory has come as a tag team with his twin brother. But chance for individual honors here.
175センチ78キロ Logan Riegel!
All right, so there you go. Please don't throw my
Why is it that you get all the shirts thrown at you?
Because the guys like me. They know your reputation for resale.
It's the Russian way.
It's the Russian way, always. All right, so the DKC will face Logan Riegel here in this first round match. It's the first match ever for Lions break crown. A little history there. How about that?
Love it. I'm so excited.
I'll tell you what, I think one thing that all 8 will be feeling equally will be nerves, butterflies.
I completely agree with you, and I also am on the nerves. Now, DKC is a very proficient in grappling. Of course, Logan Riegel not letting up. You have to wonder how his partner, his twin brother, feels about this. If Logan Riegel is able to advance, will that be the end of that tag team?
No, please, don't be trying to break up teams here. What Logan Riegel did say is that when his brother does return, they do look forward to showing everybody what the Riegel twins can do. But Logan was looking forward to this opportunity because he's been finding himself, and he thinks he's becoming a much better wrestler by having this individual opportunity.
You are becoming a better wrestler when you're focusing on singles competition, absolutely. But I will tell you this, if he advances and wins this tournament, why would you want to go back to being a tag team?
Well, I see your point, because, and I think what it might do is put some pressure on the team from a time standpoint. He would have more singles opportunities. Look at Carl Fredericks, who broke out from the pack after winning the Young Lion Cup last year and was part of the field of 32 in the original New Japan Cup. So yeah, I do see your point, and we'll see how whether family allegiance, loyal to the team, loyal to his brother, might take a backseat to personal achievement if he wins this tournament. But there's a long road to go before you get there.
DKC showing his grappling experience. I don't think this is a game that Logan Riegel wants to play. You don't want to grapple with a grappler.
Well, on the ground, yes, indeed, DKC has the advantage. And Logan Riegel is finding here as the wrist is being bent in an awkward manner while in the arm bar.
I mean, look at the pressure he's putting on that wrist.
Have you had the chance to train with DKC at all?
I've actually gotten a chance to train with him one time, and I could feel his power and his skills as a grappler. He's an incredible grappler. Look at the pressure that he's putting on that wrist and elbow.
I've heard it said from a couple of his opponents that he's deceivingly strong.
He is, very much so.
After that back suplex, Riegel kicks out at 1. So this Lions Break Crown tournament will unfold over the next 3 weeks. This week, we, of course, are going to have all the first-round matches. And next week, the semifinals, plus a whole lot more, including a huge 8-man tag. Our main event next week with Bullet Club. Fireworks will ensue next week, no doubt.
I feel like we get the cake, and then we get the cake, and then we get another cake, and we get to eat it all.
It's a lot of cake. I'm okay with that. Riegel trying to find an escape here. He's going to have to do something different.
DKC continuing to work on the arm of Logan Riegel and back to the arm.
Immediately gets spun down again.
Very smart. Even after being able to absorb a big elbow, goes back to work on that arm of Logan Riegel.
Talking to a good friend of mine, Chris Goff, this week about from the St. Louis area about Riegel, and again, he was very complimentary of Riegel's determination and his outlook, his work ethic, and there were some questions as to whether or not he would put his career on hiatus while his brother was in the UK, but he had this opportunity here on New Japan Strong, decided to take it, and Chris was saying that while it was a difficult decision, thought it was a wise one, and Riegel with this opportunity, but DKC kind of wearing him out right now.
Big clothesline to DKC by Logan Riegel, and another.
So hope and opportunity, finding a collision point there with the series of clotheslines, knocking DKC down.
You can see the damage that Logan Riegel has taken to the arm. Still holding on to that arm. This is not good.
Wild swing and a miss by the DKC. Riegel sets and catches. Still having to keep that arm pinned to his chest, and basically with one arm at this point, a kick out at 2 for the DKC.
Couldn't get a very effective
5
pin
minutes
on
has
him
elapsed.
because he's
5 minutes.
he's looking like he's one-armed right now. A lot of damage inflicted by DKC.
Well, certainly one body part that is not affected for Logan Riegel are his legs, and his leaping ability is virtually unparalleled.
Goes back, huge kick to the arm of Logan Riegel.
And now referee Sparky Ballard is going to have a different conversation with Logan Riegel about maybe he needs to stop this match.
Russian leg sweep.
In your
holding
country,
on to the arm.
in your country, they just call it a leg sweep.
It's true. It's just a leg sweep.
What's he got here?
He says no!
Well, this is looking like the Soviet perestroika.
He says no!
A move that I also used to apply. If he can only prop up his hips, DKC.
You give up!
Pop his hips up to apply more pressure, but Logan Riegel not letting up, making his way towards the rope.
And yes, a rope break. You see the desperate lunge and the clutch of that bottom rope, and DKC hanging on to that hold for as long as he could before disqualification.
Very smart game plan. Continuing to work on the shoulder of Logan Riegel.
You know, the wild-eyed intensity of the DKC, and underneath, of course, is a sound fighting mind, and he's had a perfect strategy here. He targeted the left arm. He's been true to that. For the overhead throw, but Riegel roll up 2.
Oh my God!
Damn!
Oh my God.
Time,
Are you kidding
6
me?
minutes and 31 seconds.
Yes, indeed,
Oh,
that
geez.
was 3.
Semifinals of the Lions Break
I-
tournament.
that did not feel good.
Riegel.
Anything can happen.
Yes.
Anything can happen.
You know, I think back to the first round match in this year's New Japan Cup where Kota Ibushi wrestled Zack Sabre Jr. And Ibushi couldn't get a break the whole match. Zack Sabre Jr. in control about 95% of the time. 2 knee strikes later, Ibushi gets his hand raised as the winner. Here, even less than that. Logan Riegel, all he was really able to do was roll up the DKC to advance in Lions Break Crown. What an important win.
On to the next, on to the next one, on to the next, on to the next one. Ah, my shoulders messed up. But guess what? Clark Connors, I don't give a part of the LA dojo. I don't give a about any of that. I'm here to take the Young Lions crown, and then some more belts later. My brother comes in town. Be ready.
第2試合ライオンズブレイククラウントーナメント1回戦時間無制限一本勝負を行います。
So the Lions Break Crown tournament continues. Jordan Clearwater, I think, is aware of the fact that he's facing the pre-tournament favorite, Clark Connors.
Absolutely. The pressure is on this man. He has an opportunity to really showcase himself. We've obviously seen him in a lot of tag team
青
action.
コーナー
Will he be able to
100キロ
show
さあゴールデンボール
his skills, his training by
クリア
Connors.
ウォーター
Even though Katsuyori Shibata is thousands of miles away currently in Japan, he's watching this. He's watching this match.
赤コーナー LA 道場173センチ84キロ
The
ク
way
ラー
that,
クコーナー
the way that Clark Connors enters the ring, it's like he owns it.
Yeah, and I'm telling you what, there is a great deal of pressure on that young man right there, Clark Connors, because he is the pre-tournament favorite. He's expected to win because he is in the LA dojo. He's had the opportunity to compete in the Young Lions Cup. There's a lot of hope for him in the future in New Japan Pro Wrestling. You know what I mean?
Undeniably.
And if he comes out here and lays an egg in the first round and gets upset, even though it's to Jordan Clearwater, who's a great athlete, I'm telling you what, that to me is a different level of pressure.
Absolutely. I agree with you. Got the wrist like Jordan on Clark Connors right now.
I think for Clark, maybe how much he can compartmentalize that energy and that pressure and turn it into physical action without it overcoming him. You know, when you're in the ring, how much is thinking and how much is just reacting?
Honestly, when you're in a match with such high stakes, you live with the pressure. You have to use that and transfer it into punishment that you're trying to unleash. Does that make sense?
It does. And again, as a layperson and somebody like me who's never been in the ring, I can only imagine what the athletes feel and the way they're able to instinctively react and counter and move in a different direction. But you go in with a game plan in mind. And if that game plan gets changed for whatever reason, is it the ability to adapt? How important is that?
One thing that is so true, and this is what Shinsuke Nakamura told me, is that you're out there with your biggest opponent, which is yourself. This is a fight against himself.
I think that really says it all. So now Clark Connors and Jordan Clearwater.
Knocks the bigger man down.
4 first-round matches here this week. The semifinals next week on New Japan Crown. 2 more weeks will crown the first ever Big Ring Crown winner. Clearwater with just a split second of hesitation, but it doesn't cost him. He connects with the leg drop, and in the center of the ring, a kick out at 2. So Clark did have the opportunity a year ago to compete in the Young Lion Cup, and it was really sort of the epicenter for the rivalry that was growing between the Noge Dojo and the LA Dojo. Uh-oh.
Connor's able to absorb the chop. Almost smirking at Clearwater. Oh, huge chop by Connors. I don't think you can compete with the power of Connors.
And Clearwater having to cover up, and for good reason.
Look at the chest of Clearwater. Snap there by Connors.
Oh, the back chop.
I have no words for that.
2. My good friend, longtime broadcast partner, Steve Carino, wanted to stop the chop, thought it should be banned from professional wrestling, and thought that a back chop should be an immediate suspension.
Why?
Because he hated them. He hated taking them.
Well, trust me, that's why I have no words for it, because I hate taking those as well. But that is exactly what you do to get your opponent out of his element. That'll rile you up. Connor's working the arm of Clearwater.
And there is a different level of conditioning. There's a different level of being in shape, too, when you train at either the LA or the Noge Dojo versus any training you might do anywhere else.
Oh, my goodness. Did you hear that?
Pounced right through him.
Knocks all the wind out of Jordan Clearwater.
As a very confident athlete right now. Like you said, when he first came in, he owns the ring from the minute he steps into it.
He's looking so good, proving himself to be a dangerous competitor. Savage. I think this is his time, Kevin.
Blistering the chest of Jordan Clearwater. And now Connors sends him across. Clearwater up and over.
Huge backdrop by Jordan Clearwater.
Neckbreaker. The neckbreaker puts Connors down. Clearwater sensing the opportunity here for victory, 2, and a kick out.
One of the most dangerous moves that Jordan Clearwater has is the Midas touch. The big boot. Stunning, concussing his opponents.
Short forearm. Catching him on the side of the jaw. Whoa, left himself open for that.
5 minutes has elapsed. 5 minutes.
The left hand, and now wait.
Big spine buster, shades of Carl Anderson.
2, and a near fall.
Barely able to kick out.
All right, so Clark Connors and Jordan Clearwater both feeling the effects of this first-round match in the Lions Break Crown tournament. And the Carl Anderson trainee, Jordan Clearwater, gets sent into the ropes and caught. Power slam, tight rotation, leg hook 2. Boy, Sparky Ballard's hand was coming down for the 3rd time, but it was only a 2.
Will he be able to lock the Boston Crab? Jordan Clearwater.
Wait a minute, 2. Whew. Inside cradle, here he comes charging.
Catches him with the back elbow. Careful with the Midas touch.
Sidestep.
Oh,
spear.
and a huge spear.
And now Clark Connors will waste no time and will tie him up. Full Boston Crab, and
taps right away.
Tap out. Wow.
Time. 6 minutes and 11
The amount of excruciating pain that Clearwater was under makes him tap out immediately. I love it.
Connors.
Why do I see so much of Alex Kozlov in Clark Connors?
I gotta say, Kevin, I love what I'm seeing. It's all business.
Yes, indeed. From the minute he stepped into the arena, it was Clark Connors' time. He advances to the next round, semifinals.
A battered and beaten Jordan Clearwater making his exit.
We will now take a short break to clean and disinfect the ring.
Ooh, that's inevitability right there. That's what happens with the favorite against the 8 seed in this tournament. I'm coming to take everybody out. You guys, welcome to the den. This is where the Lions at. And you want to know why they call it Lions Break Crown? It's not because you're going to come out and get your big break. No, it's because you're coming to the den. The Lion's going to break you in half. That's what I'm talking about. This is a new Clark Connors. This is a Clark Connors with confidence. Ain't no young Lion BS now. Watch yourselves.
What'd you up to? Oh, I'm checking out new merch on Token Shop Global.
Oh yeah, they put out new products like every month.
I just got a t-shirt.
I got a beautiful towel. I just got boxers.
Oh yeah?
I'm wearing them right now. I just ordered a mask. Good, the sooner the better, because I don't want to see your ugly face. I love Token Shop Global. I as well.
The stars of today and the legends of the past come together on your smartphone. NJPW Collection. Pick up cards from special draft events. Use your collected cards to form your own faction or exchange them for limited edition special cards. Check in live from venues or remotely from home to get special tickets and items. Add all of New Japan Pro Wrestling to your collection now. NJPW Collection.
第3試合ライオンズブレイククラウントーナメント1回戦時間無制限一本勝負を行います。
Next week, Logan Riegel faces Clark Connors in the first semifinal. We'll find out who will qualify for the second semifinal coming up next. Texas tough Barrett Brown set to fire. Can we have a Texas native advance to the Final Four?
You certainly can't discount any Texan. They're as tough as they come. From Gun Barrel City, Texas.
青コーナー167センチ74キロ50キャリバーバレット・ブラウン
After 10 years in the business, he gets the opportunity to show the New Japan Pro Wrestling world what he's made of.
You know, and you know this personally, you know, athletes Barrett Brown size, there's room to compete in pro wrestling, but they don't exactly roll out the red carpet for you. You really got to fight.
Not at all. Every match you have to prove yourself.
Well, Danny Limelight first caught my eye championship wrestling from Hollywood. And while he's had honor and accolade through there, he's done great. I think the work that he's been doing here on New Japan Strong has really been the extension of that. He has taken the leap to that next level. But now could he go all the way and win Lions Break Crown?
172センチ79キロダニー・ライムライト
Daniel Limelight obviously had the opportunity to showcase himself, including in championship wrestling. You have to say he's another favorite to win this tournament.
Well, yes, Clark Connors was the kind of unanimous favorite from everyone that I had polled, everybody that I had talked to. But Danny Limelight also got quite a few votes, including from your former Forever Hooligans partner, Rocky Romero.
It's like Danny Limelight is the new and improved Rocky Romero.
You know, you say that, and I don't know. It seems like, do you hold a grudge against Rocky?
No, why? I mean, I was his tag team partner, and then I disappeared for a long time, like all his partners.
Yes, and you know, maybe I should ask you about that sometime. What happens to all of you? But we're thankful that you at least are here. Side headlock takeover by Danny Limelight. And the head scissors, Barrett Brown.
Able to get it out of the leg scissors.
Well, he's very calm. He's a very calm young man at this point. I think that matchup he had with Rocky was very beneficial for him.
Absolutely. You can see him gaining more and more confidence. Proven to himself that he can compete in the New Japan Pro Wrestling ring.
And I think all of these athletes that we've seen here on New Japan Strong have shown that they have the goods. They wouldn't have been here otherwise. They, of course, were scouted and had the opportunity to be seen. At least, you know, firsthand knowledge always is the truest. But then once you get into on the cerulean blue and how you deal with the lights and the pressure and everything, that's a different ballgame. I think all of the 8 men that are in this field have proven themselves to be quite capable and bright future, because that's what this tournament is about. You said it right. Beautiful arm drag there. The keyword break by winning this tournament.
These competitors obviously known all around the world, have had experience, traveled around the world, but there's nothing like it when you really get put to the test in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And what a great opportunity here. Lions break crown.
I talked to a good friend of both of ours, John Schuyler, who's currently recovering from a knee injury. And he said, again, he would have loved to have been part of this tournament. And if they have another one, as soon as his knee is healed, that'd be a good time to go. Again, Limelight catches Barrett Brown, and a little style, a little sizzle.
Whoa, did you see the look on Brown's face?
Yes. Chop into the chest. So Barrett Brown, who had been competing pretty much exclusively in Texas, began to branch out a few years ago and traveled quite a bit more, picking up more wrestling styles, more wins, and getting more opportunities as a result. Sidestep pass through.
Huge kick by Daniel Limelight.
Blasted him.
Blasted him. I don't know if Brown knows where he's at, which is exactly where Daniel Limelight needs his opponent to be.
And now looking to capitalize here, and slings him down face first.
Parkour.
Limelight, head of steam. Watch out.
Oh, my God. 360. Crossbody. Over the top rope. Annihilating. Taking his opponent down. And showboating at the same time. You gotta be impressed with his confidence.
Danny Limelight's in control here. Lions break crown. First round match. Rolling Barrett Brown back into the ring. Whoa, you see that, Rocky, he says. How about that? Maybe, again, the break that Limelight's looking for is another match with Rocky Romero. Let's see what happens. Slingshot, here we go.
Oh, my God.
Limelight turned his, I don't know if you could see it. I don't know if the cameras picked it up. He turned his eyes away just for a split second, and Barrett Brown closed in and flattened him.
You got to pay attention. You can't get distracted. One moment missed.
I am here to win.
Oh, hard kick to the gut. You can see the intensity and the focus almost deranges Brown.
All right, so now Limelight completely stopped in his tracks. We dipped out there for a second. Want to be able to hear what the athletes were saying. You could feel the collisions as well. And referee gets to 2 and a kick out by Danny Limelight.
You can see the intensity and the attitude on Barrett Brown. Focused. laser sharp,
Yes.
methodical.
You can sense that he's almost exercising all the frustration that he has felt throughout his career as he's been knocking on the door, hasn't been able to break through. He's bringing it out here in this fight, in this first-round match. Drop
Beautiful
kick.
picture.
5 minutes has
drop
elapsed.
kick.
5 minutes.
Neutralizing Barrett Brown, allowing himself time to recover.
So in the first match, Logan Riegel advanced after DKC completely wore out his left arm. In the second match of this episode, Clark Connors victorious. And now who wins? Oh!
Vintage Barrett Brown with the barrel snap suplex in the corner. These are uncertain times for Daniel Limelight right now.
And again, if Barrett Brown picks up this victory, cover 2, will some say, oh, well, Danny Limelight, everybody had been talking him up, and maybe he's not as good as some say he is. There is an added level of pressure there. You almost want to fly under the radar.
Well, let's be honest. We're going to get the answers in this match. This is the moment.
Barrett Brown putting Limelight back into the corner. And now Limelight hits the turnbuckle.
Slips out to the apron. Huge enziguri to the head of.
Boy, and I'm not sure if he's 100% there. No, he's 100%. He's okay.
Incredible!
Wow. Oh, that's spectacular.
Have you ever seen anything like that?
When you have that kind of athletic ability to be able to turn a deficit into a positive in the blink of an eye in that spectacular style, that is something else. Danny Limelight coming back now, knocking out, but Barrett Brown, don't count him out yet.
Oh! Knocks Brown out.
2,
wow.
And I thought that was going to be it.
I have to be so impressed with Barrett Brown, how he was able to kick out of that. Of course, you know, Daniel Limelight has experience in parkour, got that Marine attitude, showcasing everything that he's got against a very methodical Barrett Brown.
Now back into the center of the ring, perhaps a fisherman suplex. Barrett trapping the leg, preventing him. Now Falcon Arrow, no, over the back. Go, and right into a Dragon Sleeper. Blocking the knees.
Goes for the fisherman suplex, and he connects and cradles him. Will this
2,
do it?
and
Wow.
a near fall. So the fisherman suplex led to a near fall.
What action, Kevin.
This is incredible. You knew that these 8 guys in this tournament were going to give it all they had and then some, and we're seeing it. Danny Limelight, Barrett Brown. If we can get to a, again, when all the dust settles, I have a feeling that these two athletes will get together and say, we really did an awesome job in that match. It was anybody's ball game. Wheelbarrow, face first. Cover, 2E, almost got it, my God. Barrett Brown hits that, he gets his hand raised. That's what happens. It's almost automatic, but somehow Danny Limelight was able to kick out.
You can see both these competitors giving everything that they have. This is a life or death situation for both of them. All the years they put in the business, all culminating here at Lions Break Crown. Who will catch the break?
All right, so now Barrett Brown reaching over. Danny had rolled out to the apron to give himself some time to recover.
Goes for the suplex, but Daniel Limelight able to black out. Forearm to Barrett Brown.
Swing and a miss with the back fist.
Oh, huge enziguri.
Wow. Oh,
And he connects.
Yes. How about that? 2, and it's lights out for Barrett Brown. Danny Limelight does it.
Time, 9 minutes and 31 seconds. Here is your winner, advancing to the semifinals of the Lions Break
Wow.
tournament.
What a match.
Limelight.
So Limelight moves to the semifinals. 3 winners so far out of the 4 matches have come from the red corner.
Daniel Limelight looking so impressive, gaining confidence with each and every match.
Barrett Brown gave it all he had, but Danny Limelight gets the win. He moves on. Lions break crown. Main event coming up. Tournament continues next week with the semifinals. The finals in 2 weeks.
Man, you call him 50 cal Barrett Brown for a reason, man. He hits like a 50 cal. But look, this is Lions break crown. And I'm coming all the way from New York City, representing Puerto Rico, because I'm trying to bring the crown home. I'm in the Lion's Den. Danny and the Lion. I'm walking out the winner, so I don't care who I got next, whether it's Adrian Quest or Blake Christensen. You better be ready, because both you talented dudes, I'm coming for you. Yeah!
本日のメインマッチライオンズブレイククラウントーナメント1回戦時間無制限一本勝負を行います。
Winner of our final first round match will take on Danny Limelight. And I have a feeling both Blake Christian and Adrian Quest were watching the monitors in their respective locker rooms. And they saw just how far Danny Limelight had to go to get victory. Whoever emerges victorious here will have quite a test. But the key is to get there first.
青コーナー180センチ79キロオールハーブレイククリスター
I kind of kept this under my hat. I didn't tell this to anybody. Blake Christian, he's my surprise pick.
Well, he's definitely proved himself to be a very smart competitor. But guess what?
Yep. But not far behind him in my rationale was Adrian Quest.
Adrian Quest, 11 years a pro, started when he was 11 years old. First match at 13.
赤コーナー173センチ66キロヤングウェイエイドリアン・クエスト
Dressed to impress, wearing his clothing line, Bermuda. Had his fair share of fights growing up in the hood of San Bernardino. Of course, trained by my first trainer, Jesse Hernandez.
Well, obviously both men with great pedigree and great talent and ability. Referee Jeremy Marcus will be the third man in the ring. Final first round match of the Lions Break Crown tournament is underway. Blake Christian in the purple versus Adrian Quest in the black. Let's see what happens. They lock up collar and elbow. Christian immediately rolling up and immediately going for a victory, Alex.
Both men pinning each other with urgency.
Yeah, that sense of urgency, that's the perfect word.
Look at that. Rolls him up again.
Victory roll, almost got it done.
I mean, it's very smart strategy, you got to admit. You want to take out your opponent as soon as possible, so not to absorb too much damage so you can be healthy for the next match.
Oh, look at how, yeah, Blake Christian covered some ground there. Wow.
Holy cow. Those...
Wait a minute, 2 and a kick out. My goodness.
Holy cow. Blake Christian looking to annihilate, finish.
If it was boxing rules, Adrian Quest would be taking a mandatory 8 count because he just got rocked. And now Quest driving some shoulders in, able to respond quickly to the early offense from Blake Christian.
These two are not kidding around.
Quest continued the journey as he had an idea in mind offensively, and it was that right there, capitalizing. Blake Christian grabbing his ribs, too. I can tell you this, Blake Christian had a little slight injury to his right oblique. And he's in the trainer's room early today. I saw him in there, talked to him. He said he's okay, he'll be fine. Of course, every wrestler says that. But he was trying to get that muscle on his side to loosen up.
Well, you know, when you're, have your obliques that are injured, it puts pressure on the ribs. It's harder to breathe. And that's something that Adrian Quest needs to focus on.
And, of course, then there's also, the possibility of that floating rib, that intercostal muscle damage. Anything that you can and that's a slow area to heal. There's not a lot of blood flow in the area. So Blake will be feeling that, I have a feeling, if he advances beyond the first round.
Every strike to the midsection, you have to admit that Blake Christian is feeling it.
All right, so Adrian Quest has withstood the early charge and immediately answers back.
Trading chops. Blake catches the knee to the gut.
Into the midsection, the affected midsection of Christian. He kicks out at 2. But again, that muscle injury in the rib cage, it's going to make breathing harder when that necessary oxygen is you're on the hunt for it.
When you can't breathe, you can't fully execute your maneuvers with the same oomph, with the same momentum. You can't inflict as much damage as you normally can.
Front trip there. Quest draped across the bottom rope.
619 on the first rope. Innovative, incredible, impressive.
Here we go.
Oh!
Drop kick. Caught him right in the chest. Adrian Quest advanced. No. Christian kicks out at 2. You can hear it, Blake Christian struggling to get air in. Adrian Quest looking to finish him off here. Winner faces Danny Limelight. One of 2 semifinal matches next week. Kick out at 2. Not only that, we're also going to see an 8-man tag featuring Switchblade Jay White, Kenta, Chase Owens, and Hikuleo from Bullet Club against Mysterioso, Rocky Romero, Jeff Cobb, and David Finlay.
Cannot wait.
Plus TJP and Carl Fredericks against Brody King and Flip Gordon. That along with our 2 semifinal matches next week here, New Japan Strong and the Lions Break Crown Tournament.
You can see both these men putting everything on the line.
Immediately grabbing that right side, immediately in deep, deep trouble. And Blake Christian, so much heart and determination, kicks out at 2.
All heart, never give up. The only way that you can take out Blake Christian is you might have to kill him.
Yep, drop a house on him and hope he stays down. All right, sent across, tilt-a-whirl, backbreaker. Boy, oh boy, offensive opportunity has shined on Adrian Quest, and he has shown the wherewithal to pick up the ball and run with it. He's focused all of his attention on the chest, the torso, the rib cage of Blake Christian.
Very smart game plan.
Backing him into the corner. And now sending him across. Christian fires out. You can sense the desperation. Maybe he had one more swing.
5 minutes have
One
elapsed.
more move,
5
and he connected.
minutes.
That was right there. All heart right there. All heart. Will this be enough for Blake Christian to recover?
Or was it just slowing down the inevitable? Swing and a miss. Answer from Christian. Another wild swing. Another connect. Oh, back downstairs. Innovative escape there.
Huge power slam.
Traps him with the left arm, using anything he can. How about this go for broke moonsault?
Incredible. Not able to capitalize on the pin.
And now dragging himself over to the cover. Jeremy Marcus there too, and a kick out.
I'm so impressed with Blake Christian being able to even execute those moves. Where did he pull that out of from?
First time we saw him a few weeks ago in that wild 8-man tag. I've been impressed with him ever since. I know you have as well. And but Adrian Quest smells blood and capitalizes right there to
My God.
God. Well, I have no idea what you're going to have to do to beat Blake Christian. But maybe Adrian Quest has it here. Charging in, sidestep, German suplex, a snap German.
Will Blake Christian be able to execute this maneuver?
And now standing on the top rope, still clutching his side.
Oh my God! Wow!
Got him!
Oh my God, that was amazing.
Time,
All
6
hard.
minutes and 49
All hard.
seconds.
Never
Here is
give up.
your winner, advancing to the
Incredible.
semifinals of the Lions Break Crown Tournament, Blake
Christian.
That's the first athlete from the blue corner to win out of these 4 matches, and I also didn't want to say too much about Blake Christian winning being my pick because I'm usually the biggest jinx.
Well, I gotta say, Kevin, after seeing this matchup, after seeing what Blake Christian was able to do, pull out a win against Adrian Quest in the fashion that he did, with no air in the lungs, I might just be on his team now, too.
1 down and 2 to go. Let's take a look at the brackets with Danny Limelight facing Blake Christian next week in one semifinal. Clark Connors, Logan Riegel in the other. Man, this tournament is something else.
My ribs are a little banged up, but I still pulled through. That means it's me and Danny Limelight next. Adrian found out, even with injured ribs, all heart keeps going.
So Lions break crown off and running. I'm digging this action.
I cannot even breathe myself. I've never seen this much action, this kind of action, only on NJPWWorld.com.
It's exactly what you said. These guys have been chomping at the bit for this break, and they are making the most of it. So next week, Logan Riegel takes on Clark Connors in one semifinal. Danny Limelight versus Blake Christian in the other. We've also got Bullet Club coming next week in a huge 8-man tag. You know Jeff Cobb on the opposite team is going to be looking for revenge against Kenta. Make sure you're there. Alex Kozlov, Kevin Kelly will be there as well. This is New Japan Strong.